शुरू करते हैं. ओके. हेलो, सभी को दिख रहा है?
ओके मैम.
ओके ओके. सो
गुड मॉर्निंग मैम.
गुड मॉर्निंग. ओके. सो आज का टॉपिक क्या है? माइक्रोबायोलॉजी ऑफ फर्मेंटेड मिल्क प्रोडक्ट्स. सारे मतलब मोर और लेस जो बेसिक्स था वो खत्म हो गया. एक आधा चैप्टर है, उसको भी कवर करेंगे. आज हम लोगों को क्या करना है? माइक्रोबायोलॉजी ऑफ फर्मेंटेड मिल्क प्रोडक्ट. एंड इन सारे मिल्क प्रोडक्ट को वन बाय वन हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे. सो फर्स्ट यू स्टार्ट विद द हिस्ट्री. That in the year 1822 to 1855, some missing is there. During this Louis Pasteur, during 1815 and 1816, he showed that fermentation is initiated by living organisms. And in the year 1957, Pasteur showed that lactic acid fermentation is caused by living organisms. In 1860, he demonstrated that bacteria cause souring in milk, and his work was identified as a role of microorganism in food spoilage, and that leads to the process of to save the food from any spoilage process, that he discovered the process of pasteurization. You all know about this pasteurization. What is pasteurization is? Now, what is the fermented milk product? Fermentation, as you all know, is a metabolic process in which an organism converts a carbohydrate such as starch and sugar into alcohol and acid or acid. Lactic acid fermentation is a metabolic process by which glucose and other 6-carbon sugar converted into cellular energy and metabolites lactate. Fermented milk product, also known as the cultured dairy products or cultured food or cultured dairy products. So cultured dairy products are that product that have been fermented with lactic acid bacteria such as lactobacilli, lactococcus and leuconostoc species. The fermentation, what is the advantage of fermentation? You all have just discussed in the earlier class that fermentation have many advantages, that it increases the shelf life of product, and it releases many nutrients in the food, and it increase digestibility of foods and such flavor, yet flavors and other benefits in the food. So about 2.3% of the total dairy products market in the form of cultured dairy products, and it all has the great therapeutic benefits and nutritional value that will show that you will see in the other classes. So jo, overall, what is the therapeutic benefits? You all know that fermented milk product act like a probiotic, and it ultimately affects our guts metabolism, and it have beneficial effects on our guts at increase as it secretes many acids too that add in the digestibility of food. So it have in this way it cures many diseases related with the our digestive guts or digestive tracts. A typical composition of milk, as you all know, because you all are a dairy technologists, so the composition of dry matter is 14 to 18%, protein is 2.7%, fat must not be less than 15, lactose 2.3%, and lactic acid, carbohydrates composition is this, and the pH range is 3.8 to 4.6%. So what are the various fermented milk products that are classified according to the following parameters: the type of culture used, the type of fermentation, temperature at which it is prepared, type of flavor and body texture characteristics, type of raw material used, and the form of the product, that is whether it is in liquid form or gel form or set form or drink form. एक बार मेरा ये दे दो ना बैटरी. So according to fermentation, the milk are classified as per the IDF. Acid fermentation, the first, according to acid fermentation, the microorganisms may be mesophilic or thermophilic, and depending upon the microorganisms used, the products may be having normal flavor and normal consistency. And example of this type of product is cultured buttermilk or dahi, and the product having some slimy consistency. And example is Nordic fermented milk, Pima, Vilai, and Langfield, etc. Likewise, when we use the thermophilic type of starter culture, then the product will be maybe yogurt or the similar products. And some of the products with this intestinal bacteria is Acidophilus meal, Bifidobacterium bacteria, and the product is Yakult. When the fermentation produce acids as well as alcohol, the product is, the example of this type of product is kefir and kumis. Concentrated type of fermented milk product is cellar milk, Srikhand, Liban, etc. And some of the product are milk plant fermented product, that is kishak and curd rice. So that product are produced at the milk plant itself. So these are the various fermented product. You will deal it separately one by one, like yogurt, dahi, kefir, kumis, Bulgarian sour milk, acidophilus milk, and Liban, cheese, etc. You all will know one by one. Now, I first start with the yogurt. So, yogurt is the most popular and widespread fermented milk product in the world. You all know, and the word yogurt is derived from Turkish word zugat. And yogurt is a traditional food and beverages in the Balkan and Middle East. Yeah, the origination of this yogurt is Balkan and Middle East region. However, its popularity has now spread to Europe and many other part of the world. The product of is popular with different names in different countries. There is no need to explain about the popularity of this yogurt, because you all are having yogurt in your general diet or daily foods. So definition of yogurt is what? Yogurt is a coagulated milk as per FSSI and or FAO or WHO. According to that, the definition of yogurt is a coagulated milk product obtained by lactic acid fermentation through the action of Streptococcus thermophilus and Lactococcus vulgaricus from milk and milk product with or without the optional addition. That is the SHP, WMP, whey powder, etc. And the product must contain viable organism in everyone. So this is the definition given by the World Health Organization. Now, what should be the standards of a particular yogurt? The yogurt should contain the following composition. It must contain following composition as to meet the standards of its quality. Now, the yogurt should have milk percentage, milk solid, not fat percentage, milk protein, and sugar constituent. So, for a partially skimmed yogurt, the milk fat should not be less than 3%, and uh, in a simple yogurt, the milk solid, not fat, should not be less than 8.5, and milk product should not be less than 3.5. Like partially skim yogurt should not contain the milk fat less than 3%, and milk solid, not fat, not less than 8.5%, and this milk protein should not be less than 3.5%. Like skim milk, likewise skim milk yogurt should not contain 0.5% milk fat and not less than 3%. Mm, it should not, the skim milk yogurt should not contain the milk fat less than 0.5%, and not more than 3% in 1 mm, that is mass per mass by mass. It is calculated in the mass by mass, so it should be 0.5% or not less than 3%. Similarly, milk solid should not be less than 8.5, and milk protein should not be less than 3.2. Likewise, the sweetened and flavored yogurt should contain more than 3% milk fat, and milk solid, not fat, not should not be less than 8.5, and milk products should contain not less than 3.2%, and sugar should not be less than 6%. Fruit yogurt, the standard is milk fat should not be less than 1.5%, milk solid should not be less than 8.5, milk protein should not be less than 3.2, and sugar should not be less than 6%. So this is the standard of yogurt according to milk fat, proteins, and sugar. Likewise, some microbiological standard are there. So uh, what is the requirement of that, and this microbiological requirement are set up by FSSI in the year 2006. So total plate count should not be more than 1 lakh per gram. Coliform count should not be more than 10 per gram. E. coli should be absent in 1 gram. Salmonella should be absent in 25 grams. Shigella should not be more than 100 per gram. Staphylococcus aureus should not be more than 100 per gram. Yeast and mold should not be more than 100 per gram. Anaerobic spore counts should be absent in 1 gram, and Listeria monocytogenes should be absent in 1 gram. So this is the microbiological standards of any yogurt. So yogurt is what is the food produced by bacterial fermentation of milk, and is produced using a culture of Lactobacillus delbrueckii, subspecies vulgaricus, and Streptococcus thermophilus bacteria. And in a mixed culture, the final concentration of acetaldehyde, the flavor in yogurt, can range from 2.54 microgram to 41 microgram. And this level, along with lower amounts of acetone, acetoins, and diacetyl, give yogurt a distinctive flavor profile. So now, depending upon the microflora of yogurt, the yogurt may be essential, non-essential, and contaminants. The essential starter culture, the essential yogurt must contain these two microorganisms, that is the Lactobacilli delbrueckii, subspecies vulgaricus, and Streptococcus thermophilus. The non-essential part, these microorganisms may or may not be present, like Lactobacillus acidophilus, bifidobacterium, lactococcus lactis, subspecies lacticus, and pediococcus. Yeast, mold, coliform, and other bacteria may be counted as a contaminants of yogurt. Now, types of yogurt, according to standard, these are the legal standards set up by the FAO and WHO, and your typical yogurt should have the full fat 73%, medium fat. The yogurt having this type of fat percentage is categorized as full fat yogurt, medium fat 0.5 to 3%, low fat less than 0.5%, and Balkan yogurt, the fat percentage is 4.5 to 10% fat. Now, according to method of preparation, the yogurt may be set yogurt, stirred yogurt, or fruit yogurt. And according to flavor, they may be natural plain yogurt, they may be fruit yogurt, and flavor yogurt. So obviously, the natural plain yogurt is the traditional types with a sharp and acidic taste, but fruit yogurt there is addition of some fruits and sweetening agents to plain this sharpness of this yogurt, and flavor yogurt in which synthetic flavoring and coloring agents are added. Now, according to post-incubation processing, the yogurt may be pasteurized yogurt, frozen yogurt, dietetic yogurt, fortified yogurt, concentrated, and the dry yogurt. So these are the various types of yogurt: set yogurt, stirred yogurt, drinking yogurt, Greek yogurt, frozen yogurt, flavored yogurt. Now, this is the flow chart of manufacturing of a typical yogurt. Raw milk is first collected, and the raw milk is tested for its purity and quality. Then this raw milk is pre-pasteurized, and this is stored in tank. Then a standardization process, then the total milk, protein, solid, and other constituent are just set up, and then again these are pasteurized, and then after pasteurization, the yogurt is homogenized, and it is uh, 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 just sent for the set yogurt or the stirred yogurt. For the stirred yogurt, it is stored in the tank, and culture is added at this stage, then cooling, then addition of flavoring, then packing, and then it is finally came to the cold storage for its to safest for further contamination, then its quality and quality test is done in the laboratory, and then it's sent to the markets. Likewise, this set yogurt, the culture is added after homogenization, then flavoring and agent is added, then this yogurt is packed, incubated, packing is done, then the packing may be done in glass or plastic or anything that you want to, in which you want to sell it to the market. Then incubation is directly done in the that container also, and then cooling, and then it is sent to the cold storage. Then here there, then again their quality test is done, and finally they are sent to the markets. So this is all about the yogurt. Now time of discussion. So you please unmute your microphone. Unmute your microphone. माइक्रोफोन ऑफ करो, ऑन करो. माइक्रोफोन ऑन करो.
Yes, sir.